All right, shalom, shalom. Call all y'all about shalom to the elect. Now, like I always mention in previous videos, besides all the fuckery and the nonsense going on in Babylon that they promote, you got real shit going on. And through the spirit, Esau about to pull some stunts, man, because like the scripture say, he know he had but a short time. Roughly paraphrasing. So all the stuff we about to see happening is Esau moving quick because they trying to hurry up and implement their plan. But it ain't gonna work on the elect though. That's how we do these videos. That's why man teach and push this word out, how they push the word out. And this video right here, I just happened to be looking through my timeline on YouTube and checking out the news and stuff. You know, you got this going on in the border and some other stuff going on too. I don't want to pull out that's been happening back to back. When you ask people about it, they don't really know, man. So let me go to this. Let me let this play. Let's see, Esau, let me pause that right there. I ain't gonna go through this whole video. Let me pull these precepts. So I'm just leaving out the plantation and get on the highway in a minute. But Esau not really worried about them cartels and all that because they help fund the cartels. That's how they let them get stuff in. They let them get a certain amount in and they so-called capture a certain amount and make it look like it's a war on drugs. Esau love bullshit. Give me, they've been pulling. Let me see. Man, let me get this. All right, this second Ezra chapter 14. I'm gonna start at. Let me see how I'm gonna start at. Start at verse 15. It says, "For the sword in their destruction draweth nigh. One people shall stand up to fight against another, and their swords in their hands." It says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They should not regard their kings nor princes, and of course their actions stand in their power." What you've been seeing lately, like you pay attention to the news, you see these different people. They actually been shooting at the police. They've been talking about invading different areas, so to speak, where politicians be and all that. So you got Esau on high alert. This is one of the main things right here that's going to go down. Because they locked Babylon down before. Then they're not going to cause some other type of event to lock this down again. It says, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and man shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation." And that's what's going to happen, man. That's what's going down. As you see these events pop off back to back, it's leading up to this right here. People out here, man, people hungry, people homeless, people going through infirmities, people going through all type of stuff, man. And then Esau basically slapping you in the face because they keep sending goods across seas and money. So while people need assistance, whether it be government aid or whatever, which that's a setup anyway, just so Esau can inflate the dollar and have you relying on them, they basically sending all the stuff that you asking for across seas to these heathens, man. So hey, that's who you so-called people voted for, man. That's who you ignorant fools voted for, man. Y'all voted for these so-called leaders that y'all think is leaders. They're not really leaders, man. They scavengers. That's what they are. Now, let me go on some more. Go to this other video. See, look, it's another one. Let me go to this. We got food processing areas. Man, Esau gonna pull some stunts out, man. Like the precept said. Let me get that real quick. Book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 12. It says, therefore rejoice ye heaven. See, when we see this stuff happening, we don't be all saying, oh, what I'm going to do and all that. Nah, we trust in Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua. The more you trust and the more your faith get boosted and you see stuff, man, this type of shit don't even phase you. It don't even bother you like that. It just lets you know how much closer we are to the promises that the Lord promises, man. And the Lord is not a man that he should lie. So best believe he's going to make doing his promises. You got to keep the faith, keep pushing, keep enduring until the end. Now, in verse 12, it said, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil has come down unto you having great wrath, because he know of that he had but a short time. That's why you see shit like this happening. Best believe Esau going to knock some shit out. And you know this going to affect everything in society, because everything is tied to electric grid, banking system, jobs. Motherfuckers got to use Uber and Lyft. You ain't gonna be able to Uber and Lyft if you can't charge your damn phone. You ain't gonna be able to go to work if your company, they might have a backup generator, but that shit only lasts but a certain amount of time. Then if ain't nobody able to go to the ATMs and spend no money because the power down and they backup generators out, there ain't nobody gonna come to your jobs and spend no money anyway. So just stuff like this happening is gonna cause a lot of panic, man. People gonna be bugging out, and that's why you're gonna have people invading one another, sedition among men, people not regarding their kings and princes, because they're gonna realize, hold on, these leaders lied to us. They don't give a fuck about us. They can't even turn the power back on. And people gonna take action into their own hands. Food places, it's like a little slip of the tongue. Food places. People going to these pantries needing help and assistance or whatever, or going to restaurants, wherever they may go to get food, grocery stores. Man, once these stores and stuff start running out, people really gonna start bugging out. And you can see it in people's face now when you go to grocery stores or people can't find certain items or whatever the scenario may be. People be bugging out, man. And I ain't gonna play this video. I'm just let that sit right there while I post some more precepts. Ecclesiastes 12:4, it says, and the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grounding is low, and it shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. You see this going on now. We look at music, and I know personally because I make music as well. So the music business is not like how it used to be, man. People don't be making money like that and spending all that money. That's why a lot of these artists turning up dead, because they labels got insurance policies and shit on them, so they ain't making any money that they invested in the artist right back. And guess what? They getting wiped out so they can get that insurance policy, and the insurance policy is way more than what they probably signed the artist for anyway. Dirty game, man, but that's how these people play, man. The grinding is low. You know, these jobs, most people don't want to work, and then if you do go to work, these jobs barely want to pay you to the max. Meanwhile, you got gas up and down. The dollar done inflated, so it's really devalued. So you go to these stores and stuff, you got to pay more for basic goods. But these jobs, they don't even want to compensate you fully. So the grinding is low. That's why a lot of people don't want to get no jobs. They'd rather finesse and scam and scheme and, like they say in Creole, pull jouets. They try to do that so they can get some extra money. And they end up getting it. So they be like, fuck it, I ain't gonna go to no job. If I can get 45 bands or more out of this, I ain't going to work for the rest of the year. So you have the rest of the season, so be it. You have people that really move like that. They get government assistance. You got a lot of women, they won't work. I know some personally. They won't work. They get Section A. They baby daddy's not around. They may be locked up or dead or whatever the scenario may be. So they rely on Esau for help. But see, I'm gonna make another follow-up video on this talking about what Esau gonna do with these reparations and them giving out all the help too. They got people in the trick bag, man. Real big trick bag, man. So I ain't gonna ramble on too much more on this video. I just wanted to bring this out. Adawan Ratazah. It's edifying. Call all y'all about y'all shot. Stay alert. Akim and Aqua. Pay attention to what's really going on. Easy to get distracted, but it's better to avoid them distractions and pay attention to reality. Shalom to the elect.